Good evening, everybody. We are back again. Now, before we move forward, let me make sure I am doing something. Yep, nope, I got it right. So, this is a bit of an update to what happened with Hassan Piker, but also we're gonna also cover Ethan from h3h3. Um, we'll get into that when we get into that, and we do have two articles to read on both of those things. But we're first gonna focus on the Twitter stuff. Then we're gonna move over to the my bad, over to the other stuff. Just so we're getting more bit of a storyline, right? He got unbanned after one day. I'm sorry, but it's crazy. Aiden Ross called out Twitch for keeping his channel banned while unsuspending Hassan after just one day. Well, I know this is gonna piss off a lot of the Hasan people that were commenting on my last video. I still stand what I said. Even if you say it was a joke, given that uh, people have been banned for less on Twitch compared to Hasan, and then Hasan gets unbanned after one day, kind of just shows Twitch has a clear bias towards Hasan Piker. But it doesn't also help that you know Twitch is also basically a cam show website, but safe for work basically. Come on, let's not deny that, right? Well, in the case of Aiden Ross, I'm somewhat aware of some of the things Aiden Ross done. Whether you agree with politics here or there is not really the main point, but I've heard some not some good stuff on Aiden Ross, so it's just a little funny to me. This is just a little funny to me. Now we're gonna go move into the actual Ethan Klein stuff. Now I'm not getting into the history of h3h3, but just for some context, h3h3 or Ethan Klein used to work with Hasan Piker. They actually had a whole show together for a while, until the whole stuff that happened in the Middle East really, well, for lack of a better word, blew up really big to the point where it caused a rift between them. But Hasan content that's on your platform that didn't get in trouble for holy, you know, Ethan Klein called out Twitch for hitting him for a 30-day ban after streaming his Hasan content nuke on loop. Yep. This ban was then lifted shortly, with Ethan claiming that Hasan was behind the unban. So, as I said, there's well, not I didn't really say it yet, but there's a bit of a conspiracy within Twitch where the CEO of Twitch and Hasan Piker is a really good friend. I think there's actually a good case to be made in that, because I think there's a lot of evidence, and I believe the actual CEO of Twitch is actually good friends with Hasan Piker, but also is a known gooner and known to kind of play really dirty. Now, in the case with Ethan Klein, right? This kind of proves that there is a lot of underhanded tactics that's going on Twitch that is supporting Hasan Piker's action, and more or less Ethan proves that conspiracy to be 100% true. I would even say that we all knew it was true. It's just whether or not they were going to take action, or whether or not what was going to be that tipping point that shows to everybody this is the truth. This is what actually is going on. And I think we finally saw that with Ethan Klein. And given that a lot of people have been commentating on the stuff between again with Hasan Piker and Twist and the collaboration, a whole bunch of stuff. To me, it's just funny that this is happening, and the fact that Hasan got banned for a day probably wasn't even a day. It wasn't probably even a day, right? Probably he got unbanned after an hour or two, and they just in the system, right? It was a whole day, but in reality, he knew he was gonna get unbanned, so it didn't matter, right? It was one of those things where I think everybody celebrated too early, because they all knew that oh, he was just gonna get unbanned. And I am also no better, because I thought well, we got him, and nope, that wasn't the case. But let's read the articles. So we're gonna read the Aiden Ross article first. So Aiden Ross hits out at Twitch for unbanning Hasan after one day. It's crazy. Well, I mean, obviously, it is crazy that even if you say it was a joke, people on Twitch have been banned for less. So I guess think about that for a second. Kick streamer Aiden Ross put twist on blast for keeping him permanent ban while lifting Hasan's suspension after just one day. Back in 2023, Aiden Ross was permanent ban on Twitch after showing his unmoderated kick chat on Amazon platform, something that had rubbed many, including Kick co-founder, the wrong way. Meanwhile, Hasan's I can, and this is the way sin. I wouldn't say permaban them, but I can understand why a decision like this was made. It was just, it's like, what do you expect by even doing that, right? But even so, if you're gonna ban someone for for that, I think what it was that they banned him for a flimsy reason. Like they just needed any excuse to ban him, and I guess this was something they wanted to use. Meanwhile, Hasan spoke controversially in March over the comment he made about the U.S. Senator Rick Scott. While Hasan was banned on Twitter, his suspension only lasted a single day. It probably wasn't a single day. It probably was like a few hours at most, and they just quote unquote banned him. It was probably like they timed him out at the most, right? On March 5th, Aiden Ross went live on Kick to address the drama how he, along with many others, believe that he may have been unbanned on Twitch and how he reached out to the closest stream friends asking for support. Aiden Ross praised the streamer who demanded he be unbanned. We all felt the unbanning was coming. He said, "I thought it was. I got banned for unmoderated chat for 2 years." 2 years ago, that's wild. According to Ron, his big reason for wanting to get back onto it comes down to passion and not being able to collab with creators who aren't on Kick. There is a distinct difference between the people on Twitch and Kick that actually I would even say that there's sort of a cultural differences.
We all thought the unban was coming, did we not? Because we all agreed we thought the unban was coming. I thought it was. I was like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was coming. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, come on, bro. 2 year. You look at the other streamers who've been definitely suspended for 2 years plus. I got banned from unmoderated chat for 2 years. I would see if the because I see people backlash. Do you not see what Aiden Ross does? Do you not see what Aiden does with outside of streaming and shit like that? But I'm really confused on what I do wrong with people's eyes, whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like no human being is perfect.
I think it mostly comes down to political reason in the case of Aiden Ross. If you're asking my opinion, right? Well, let's continue. Right, at the 4-minute long video. Hasan got a 1-day ban for wishing, that he got unbanned at the 1 day at this point. Chat like, what the f? It's crazy. I'm sorry, but it's crazy. Ross added that he woke up, saw XQC posting about Hasan being unbanned. It prompted him to reach out top creator to Twitch, and only a few replied. The entire Fazan clan, no hesitation. They all hit me up to see these guys drop what they're doing and pay attention for me for a second. He revealed praising the group for speaking out. That's really more or less that's what's been happening. A lot of people are freaking out that Hasan basically on. Has this been trying to LARP? Like, I think that's like supposed to be like a Lenin image. I know where it originated, like what's it's probably based off. This was probably based on Lenin. I'm sorry, Hasan, Lenin would despise you heavily, but it's also funny because Lenin was sort of not any better. Brothers, it is for the revolutionary, but also like you are a bourgeois degenerate. How are you any better? And really, that the article is probably just getting into it more, but let's get into the Ethan Klein stuff, which is more interesting. Ethan Klein calls out Twitch for banning him for streaming Hasan content news. So if you're not aware, there's a video that Ethan Klein made against Hasan Piker called Content Nuke. It reminds me of a content when oh my god, when IW used to do his when IW was used to be good. Well, one day maybe we'll do like a sort of recap of sort of like the end, like the rise and fall content comp. h3h3 Ethan Klein putting Twitch on blast for hitting him with a 30-day ban for streaming his Hasan content nuke on constant loop. Twitch came on, which is, if they're gonna nuke him because of a constant loop, you can literally watch full episodes unedited on full episodes of anime or Family Guy or The Simpsons on Twitch. During the pandemic, I remember there used to be constant streamings of like Yu-Gi-Oh, the original Yu-Gi-Oh, or like Pokemon or stuff of that nature. If they're gonna blast him because he looped, there's literally like actual people re-looping old anime. Come on, Twitch came under in 20 I can't speak in 2025 after it banned Hassan Piker for one day after the political commentator made comment about killing U.S. Senator. If you care about Medicare or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick. He said on March 3rd. Wow, that's fun. That's interesting. While many expect the ban to be longer, given how other creators such as Ethan Rods were permanently banned for unmoderated chat, Twitch instead lifted the suspension after one day. Amid the backlash, Ethan Klein, who once hosted the show, left over alongside Hasan before falling out with the creator, opted to broadcast his content nuke 24/7 on Twitch. And obviously, there's a link to the video. You can watch it if you want. We're trying to do all the right things. They don't have a reason to ban us. He said during his h3 show. Now I'm sure they will ban us eventually. The final reason, maybe I'm wrong. As far as I'm aware, we're not breaking any rule. Websites will always find a reason to ban you if you go against a mantra or like if you go against one of the top creators. I believe like Pokemon has done that before. h3h3 has done that before, where like people have put them on blast, and like YouTube or Twitch or Kick has like punished those people. If I think like a year ago, h3h3 did something like kind of pretty bad, and like I believe it was Twitch or YouTube came to the rescue, and that was something. Lo and behold, during that same show, Twitch banned Ethan channel for 30 days, sparking anger from the content creator. It genuinely just fucking pathetic to me. He's saying people do rerun. I don't think we violated any rule. According to Twitter, Hasan content nuke, which contained clips from Hasan's stream, Ethan's own commentary Klein was banned for encouraging or glorifying extreme violence. That Hasan content that's on your platform that he didn't get in trouble for, he exclaimed. Yeah, that is crazy. You can't deny that like Hasan has said a number of things, but because you're clipping what he said on your own platform, that he said on your own like that's just nuts.
I'm sorry
Let's watch the video.
But the Twitch stream is gone.
It already got banned?
Got banned?
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Well, I can't see.
Well, let me go in the back end and see.
Yo, that is genuinely...
Right before we went on air, I said it's going to get banned super fast.
I don't care, but it's genuinely fucking pathetic to me.
Kind of funny, yeah.
For
Like-
showing terrorism, probably.
Yeah, well, I'd love to know.
Let's not speculate. I can give you the real answer in just a moment. Give me a second.
Like people do reruns. I don't think we violated any fucking rule.
No,
Well,
yeah, I
let's
think
see.
the rerun should be fine.
They're just babies, and they're defending Hasan and Dan, who's also a creep. And
Excuse
the
me?
racist staff. Not you.
Oh.
You're a total gentleman.
I'm a gem? Fuck!
Yeah, you can watch the whole clip on their main channel. Oh yeah, I forgot that Hasan. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Klein continued to call out Twitch, retaliating how Hasan was banned for one day for his comment about killing a U.S. senator. Well, yeah. They literally don't even care enough to hide it anymore, he added. It's just mad they're just flaunting it. I'm actually blown away. Ethan claimed Hasan told Twitch CEO to unban him. Shortly after the ban was lifted, with Twitch claiming the suspension was an error, but claims share a difference. It wasn't an error. 99% sure Hasan called Dan Klans and told him to unban me because they look cartoonishly evil and dumb. The appeal was denied, stating that a member of the team had thoroughly reviewed it. So what is it? 24 content resumes tomorrow. Content new. If I was to guess, right, if I was to be a betting man, what probably ended up happening was it wasn't an error, and it was clearly somebody in Twitch that actually did this, right? And then obviously Hasan realizing, oh dang, this can look really bad because it more or less proved the conspiracy. They called the CEO. I wouldn't be surprised if they call or text each other every single day. It would not surprise me. In an Instagram story, Klein wrote that he is 99% sure Hasan called the Twitch CEO Dan Klans and told him to unban me because they look cartoonish evil. News of the ban quickly spread across social media, with many taking Ethan's side, including ex-owner Ethan Elon Musk, who agreed with the claim that there are double standards in Twitch, co-founder Bajan Tar, I am not saying it, shares similar sentiment, accusing Dan of picking and choosing who he wants on his platform. The H3 hosts intend to rebroadcast the 24/7 Hasan content new on March 6th, so we'll have to see if Twitch hit him with another ban or it was just a mistake of any. It probably was not a mistake. They probably wrote this to cover their ad, but it wasn't a mistake. We all know that. And the whole thing about picking and choosing, we all know that. We also know that. Twitch is basically a cam show, and you can't attack any of the cam girls. That's what it becomes. We all know that to be the case. We all know Twitch is completely corrupt. But to me, this is just completely funny. Watching this happen in real time. I'm not a big fan of Ethan Klein before anybody says anything. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of Hasan I'm not a big fan for both of them for a number of reasons, but to me, it's just kind of interesting how things are playing out. With that being said, hope you guys have a good one, be safe, and God bless. Till next time, y'all, be safe.